Hey everybody, Retrofied here. Today is day 18 in this month-long marathon leading up to the Switch 2's launch. And for today's video, I want to talk about how the Switch 2 has unlimited potential. So if you guys are excited about the Switch 2, make sure to leave a comment below, tell me what you're excited about, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you don't miss any more of these videos in this month-long marathon. So without further ado, let's get into what I mean by this. So I've said in previous videos, but the Switch 2 is a culmination of all things Nintendo. And what I mean by this is that they have perfected their systems over 30 plus years of making these systems, and it really shows in everything that is in the Switch 2. A lot of the features we're seeing on the Switch 2, like the mouse controls and like the motion controls, really culminate to make this the Nintendo system. Basically everything that Nintendo has done in the past is encapsulated into the Switch 2. And you might not realize it at first because the Switch 2 looks like the Switch 1. And the Switch 1 wasn't necessarily like that. But the Switch 2 has so much potential when you look at it this way. With a lot of the new games we're seeing that are going to be coming out on the Switch 2, and a lot of the old games that are being ported to the Switch 2, the Switch 2 has the potential to be the system with the biggest library ever. Not just Nintendo, but every single system, because the Switch 2 is so powerful. It has the power to potentially run Wii U games virtually. So later on down the road, we could be seeing Virtual Console coming back with Wii U games, or we could see Wii U being added to Nintendo Switch Online. And same thing goes for the Wii, and same thing also goes for the 3DS. Every single Nintendo system has the chance to have all of its games be on the Switch 2, because we've already seen so many games with Switch Online, and they're gonna obviously want to add more to get more people to buy Switch Online. So in a couple years, we could be seeing the entire NES, SNES, N64 library being on the Switch 2. The N64 doesn't even have 300 games, so porting every single one wouldn't be that much of a struggle for Nintendo. But just because it has the power to run Wii U games doesn't mean we're not going to be getting any more remasters or remakes. I think we could honestly be seeing so many more remasters, reimaginings, remakes of a lot of old Nintendo games because of this. Because like I said earlier, every single part of these systems is on the Switch 2. So instead of speaking about the past of Nintendo, what is the future of Nintendo going to look like? We know obviously that the big new gimmick of the Switch 2 is the mouse controls, and these mouse controls are crazy. They are a whole new motion control method, and you don't realize it at first, but like this could be used way more than the Wii. And not just to make games have like a computer mouse in them, but for games to have a control method where you can drag the controllers to move around. Because in Drag and Drive, we're seeing so many cool new features that are using the mouse controls. And the game just looks amazing. At first, I thought, it didn't look really good, but now it looks just incredible. And I'm so excited to get my hands on it. And with these mouse controls, we could be seeing so many more PC games coming out on the Switch 2. I know a lot of people are hating on the Switch 2 saying, well, later down the road, the third-party support's gonna be gone. No, it's not. The Switch 2 has such a big potential to actually have so much good third-party games on it that we're gonna be seeing so many more third-party games. I think we could honestly be seeing way more than even the PS5, or even more than the Series S, because Xbox, I believe, has more games on it because of Game Pass and Microsoft just owns so many studios. But we could be seeing some PC games that are only on PC, have never been on any consoles, be put over on the Switch 2. And that's actually great for so many people. I know it's so normalized to have a PC now, but a lot of younger people too don't have PCs. And a lot of people don't really want to build a PC or go buy a pre-built because the market is so confusing sometimes. And PCs are so expensive. My PC that I currently am using, that I'm using to record this video, cost me over $800 to build over 6 years ago. So it's an expensive thing to get into, and the fact that a lot of PC games can come out on the system that's only $450 is incredible. And when you look at it compared to the Steam Deck, yes, the Steam Deck can do that too. It probably has more PC games. But the Switch 2 has so many Nintendo games on it, and it has so many cool features that you can't get on a Steam Deck, like motion controls and like the mouse feature. Like, yes, the Steam Deck does have a trackpad, but it doesn't have that dragging feature like the Switch 2's mouse controls. So I think honestly, if you're conflicted about getting a Steam Deck or a Switch 2, wait a couple years, because the Switch 2 could get so many more third-party games and truly unlock its unlimited potential.
Oh my god. I get it.
So another really big thing about the Switch 2 is so many new features can come out. We've been seeing for probably 20 years now that systems can have internet access on them, which means they can get updates throughout time instead of just being the same system from the day you bought it to the day you upgrade to your next system. So we could be seeing so many more software updates, so many just features coming out because of these software updates. But the biggest thing is we could be seeing so many new controller options and little add-ons to the Switch 2. There are so many patents that Nintendo has leading up to the Switch 2 that we haven't seen yet. Now, I know a lot of companies don't really use their patents all the time, but some of these patents are crazy. Like, you have bending controllers, second screens, mouse, detachable Pro controllers. There are so many different patents that Nintendo has that they could use to add some really cool things to the Switch 2. And lastly, the Switch 2 has so much potential when it comes to first-party games. I've said in previous videos, but Nintendo is redoing all of their franchises for the Switch 2. Some older franchises, some newer franchises. I think we could be seeing a bunch of first-party games that are just completely redoings of those games. Something you couldn't get on any other Nintendo system. We're already seeing this Mario Kart World being a complete redo of Mario Kart. And we're seeing this with so many other games too. But if they were to keep doing this for so many different franchises, the first party support is unlimited. I get it. We could see the Switch 2 lasting even longer than the Switch 1 just because of the first party games and their unlimited potential.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I know personally I'd love to see a Luigi's Mansion 4 being redone for the Switch 2. And also, it's not just new games that could be reimaginings of old games, it's also remakes. They can make so many new remakes that are just complete retellings of the same story. This is kind of off topic, but Nintendo came out with a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time manga that followed the same storyline of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, but got rid of the gameplay elements and it made it its own complete story. I'd love to see something like this happen with Ocarina of Time, where the story is so much more prevalent instead of the gameplay that we got on the N64. Obviously, I'm not saying I want them to just come out with an animated movie that you can play here and there. No, I want it to be obviously the same game as Ocarina of Time, but they could do so much more with these games because of the power and because of all these controls. They could do anything. So if you guys are excited about the Switch 2, make sure you leave a comment below telling me what you're excited about, because we don't have many more days till the Switch 2 comes out, and I'm so excited. The day it comes out, I'm actually going to be releasing 2 videos. I'm going to have a video of me actually getting the Switch 2 and my first impressions with it, and then we're going to have a video of me unboxing it and kind of reviewing it for you guys. And I actually like to take some time at the end of this video to talk about the direction of the channel going forward. So I know a lot of you guys aren't going to want to stay for this part, but if you do, and you like to support the channel, it'd mean a lot to me. So I would just like to say thank you guys so much for the support recently. Right now, as I'm recording this, we have 454 subscribers, and that is just crazy. After this month, I don't know if I'm gonna be uploading every single day. It takes a toll on you, really. I've had so much fun recording these videos, but I've been getting no sleep doing this for you guys. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing it every single day, but I love recording these videos where I'm just talking about something cool. I still wanna do those video essays that I used to do, but they're gonna be kind of like a secondary video. I'm still gonna be coming out with these type of videos, but I'm also gonna be doing those video essays. And I also want to do some more game hunting videos because it's such a fun thing to do. So yeah, that's all I really have talking about the direction of the channel. And like I said, thank you guys so much for the support. It truly means everything to me. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because Switch 2 is about to come out and you don't want to miss any of these really cool videos. So I will see you guys tomorrow.